Let's delve into the unsolved mysteries featured in today's video. We start with controversies surrounding the Pope. Among many stories concealed by the Vatican, the actions of Pope Pius XII during World War II stand out. In his book, Archbishop Sergio Pagano faced these sensitive topics with remarkable honesty. He questioned why Pius XII remained silent during the Holocaust, as millions of Jews faced brutal extermination across Europe. Historians argue that as a spiritual leader for hundreds of millions, Pius XII could have forcefully condemned Nazi atrocities. Pagano acknowledges the Pope's cautious stance, fearing for the Catholic community in Germany and potential retaliation if the Vatican openly opposed Hitler. However, he also highlights that Pius XII never expressed solidarity with the Jewish community after the war, despite the horrors of genocide becoming widely known. This absence of support has fueled ongoing debates, leaving a stain on contemporary church history. In response to scholars' pressure, the Vatican began releasing documents from Pius XII's time, inviting researchers to explore buried truths from the past. This move signified a pivotal change toward openness and transparency. Further, Pope Francis took a remarkable step by renaming the archives from the Secret Archive to the Vatican Apostolic Archive. This symbolic act sends a clear message that the Vatican is prepared to confront its history and present its secrets to the world. Next, we explore the mysterious crystal vessel containing ancient poison discovered in Scotland. Unearthed in 2014 in Galloway, archaeologists found a remarkable treasure. This transparent crystal vessel, intricately carved and adorned with gold strands, epitomizes Roman-era artistry. An ancient inscription on the bottom reveals its jeweler and the one who commissioned it, indicating its great value to its owner. Unlike other European artifacts, this vessel once held a mysterious liquid believed to be perfume, holy oil, or a rare medicinal substance meant for royalty. Over centuries, almost all of its contents evaporated, leaving only minimal traces confined to the vessel's walls. These remnants have now become the focal point for scientists seeking to unravel the mystery of a potentially significant ancient poison. At the National Museum of Scotland, scientists collaborate with chemistry experts. They employ advanced techniques like mass spectrometry to analyze each tiny particle on the vessel's walls. Their aim is to unveil the ingredients and formula of this valuable liquid, possibly used in healing, mummification, or mysterious crowning ceremonies. Although results are pending, this crystal vessel now symbolizes an era where knowledge and power was skillfully concealed within a delicate exterior. Each new discovery not only sheds light on a distant past, but also brings us closer to understanding ancient people's secrets, particularly their intriguing relationship with poisons. Now, we shift our focus to a cave shared by Neanderthals and modern humans, revealing insights into human evolution. Archaeologists continue to uncover astonishing revelations from prehistoric periods. A recent discovery in southern France has notably reshaped our understanding of Neanderthals' interactions with modern Homo sapiens. Previously, experts believed Homo sapiens arrived in Europe around 44,000 years ago. However, findings at Mandarin Cave suggest our ancestors may have arrived as early as 54,000 years ago, 10,000 years sooner than previously thought. This unique cave served not just as a shelter, but as a silent observer of the survival struggles between these two ancient human species. Layers of archaeology in the cave reveal alternating evidence of both Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. They inhabited the cave for brief durations, leaving behind distinct stone tools. Sharp blades, small spear tips, and finely made points highlight modern humans' craftsmanship, whereas Neanderthal artifacts display traditional designs shaped over millennia. Despite sharing the cave, no signs of cultural exchange between the two groups exist. They appeared to maintain separate tool-making techniques and lifestyles. It's plausible that early modern humans struggled to adapt to harsh conditions and were ultimately replaced by the native Neanderthals. However, history progressed as new groups of Homo sapiens migrated, ultimately asserting their dominance in the continent. Discoveries at Mandarin Cave provide fresh perspectives on the migration and survival of our ancestors. They raise intriguing questions about interactions and conflicts between these intelligent human species. Next, we delve into the enigmatic tale of three-fingered alien mummies found in Peru. The discovery of these mummies has sparked heated debate among archaeologists and biologists globally. With elongated skulls and three-fingered hands, these bodies raised questions about potential extraterrestrial origins upon public disclosure. Dr. Konstantin Karatkov, a notable Russian scientist, claimed to have performed DNA tests on the mummies. He asserted that their genetic structure diverged from all known human DNA samples. Dr. Karatkov emphasized that their DNA contained unusual sequences and variations never before identified in any human lineage. He suggested that if these mummies weren't extraterrestrial, they might represent a wholly separate evolutionary branch unknown to science. This claim has sharply polarized the scientific community, with some hailing it as revolutionary, while others dismiss it as fabricated or erroneous. Many reputable researchers contend these mummies are the remains of ancient humans whose deformities stemmed from practices like head binding, or generational changes in hand structure. However, others remain convinced these are indeed extraterrestrial beings or at the very least, unidentified creatures. The saga of the three-fingered mummies in Peru continues to unfold, with questions surrounding their true origins captivating the public's imagination. Are they evidence of ancient civilizations beyond Earth, or merely a new chapter in archaeological hoaxes? The answers await further investigation. Moving on, the WikiLeaks scandal shook the Vatican in 2012, exposing deep-seated issues within the Catholic Church. This scandal began with leaks of confidential letters revealing corruption, internal power struggles, and threats against the Pope's life. These documents, sent by high-ranking church officials, unveiled chaos hidden behind ancient walls. The revelations pointed to fraudulent expenditures, inflated contracts, and secret competitions for influence. Notably, the scandal warned of assassination threats targeting Pope Benedict XVI, heightening tension within the Vatican. The source of the leaks: Pope Benedict's devoted butler, Paolo Gabriel, who was tried amid intense media scrutiny. Gabriel claimed his goal was to expose wrongdoing and restore the Church's moral integrity. He received an 18-month prison sentence but was later pardoned by the Pope, bringing a troubling chapter in Vatican history to an end. The scandal's repercussions went beyond individual consequences. Many believe it significantly influenced Pope Benedict XVI's unprecedented decision to resign, marking the first voluntary papal resignation in 6 centuries. This event serves as a sobering reminder that even sacred institutions can't evade scrutiny in an age of transparency. Next, we discuss the chilling discovery of a pit filled with severed limbs in a village near the French-German border. In 2012, archaeologists unearthed a pit over 2 meters deep, brimming with human body parts from 6,000 years ago. Dubbed Pit Number 157, this enigmatic site is linked to an unspeakable event still largely unexplained. Upon meticulous examination, specialists observed clear-cut marks on the limbs, indicating they were severed by knives or stone tools. Disturbingly, remains included children, adolescents, and adults, all bearing signs of violent treatment. Some evidence suggested victims endured torture before their remains were discarded into the pit. What occurred in Bergheim thousands of years ago remains uncertain. Theories range from warfare among Neolithic groups to brutal punishments or even grisly sacrificial rituals. However, no definitive proof endorses any specific explanation, leaving the mystery unresolved. This discovery raises profound questions about the brutality etched into European Neolithic societies and exposes a darker facet of human history. Beneath today's tranquil fields lie chilling remnants of the past, reminding us of the profound darkness human civilization has traversed. Finally, we explore the cursed city of Chorazin in Galilee, Israel. Once a thriving agricultural community, Chorazin is intertwined with one of the most mysterious narratives in Western religion. According to biblical accounts, Chorazin became cursed because its residents turned away from Jesus' teachings despite witnessing miracles. This curse heralded a series of misfortunes as successive earthquakes devastated the city. Residents abandoned their homes, leaving Chorazin to fade into obscurity and be engulfed by nature. The fate of Chorazin stands as a cautionary tale, symbolizing the repercussions of disbelief. Today, visitors encounter only silent ruins, remnants of a once thriving city. There's no archaeological evidence supporting claims of a supernatural curse, nor are there findings confirming Jesus' visit. Yet, the story endures, serving as a powerful reminder of the choices faced when confronted with faith and miracles. As legend continues through generations, Chorazin remains a haunting symbol of the past, embodying mysteries that challenge explanation. Lastly, we touch upon the Vatican's Handbook for Covering Up Abuse, issued in the early 1960s amid surfacing scandal. This confidential document served as guidance to bishops worldwide on managing abuse cases, demanding secrecy and threatening excommunication for disclosures. In line with this agenda, investigations were conducted under complete confidentiality. Victims were silenced, while accused priests were transferred without explanation, burying vital information deep within the Vatican's archives. Only decades later, relentless advocacy brought this handbook to light, igniting global outrage. Critics labeled it a secrecy blueprint, asserting it exemplified the Church's prioritization of image over justice. While the Vatican argued it was meant to maintain the sanctity of confession, the backlash remains significant. This narrative continues to represent one of the darkest chapters in the Catholic Church's history, serving as a reminder that truth and compassion should always precede public perception. In the rural Indian landscape, traditional clay pots serve as a time-honored solution to the sweltering summer heat. In regions where temperatures soar, locals use simple clay vessels to cool their living spaces without modern air conditioning. By filling these pots with clean water, they harness the power of natural evaporation. Clay pot surfaces feature tiny pores that allow water to seep out and evaporate, cooling the remaining liquid. With multiple pots placed around homes, families enjoy refreshing water and help lower indoor temperatures during scorching afternoons. This method is environmentally friendly, utilizing only natural materials without generating waste or needing electricity. Each clay pot symbolizes local craftsmanship, reflecting a rich heritage. As climate change and energy crises prompt re-evaluation of our approaches, the clay pot technique stands out as sustainable and economical. Our ancestors' wisdom embodies creativity and respect for nature, offering invaluable lessons for contemporary life. The fallout from the Vatican scandal extended far beyond its immediate implications. Many speculate that the strain from this controversy, coupled with internal management issues, played a significant role in Pope Benedict XVI's surprising resignation. This historic choice marked the first voluntary departure of a pontiff in 600 years, illustrating that even the most venerated institutions are not immune to the demands of transparency. The truth tends to emerge, even from the most concealed corners of the world. One such chilling discovery occurred in 2012 in Bermuda, a village near the Franco-German border. During construction preparations, archaeologists stumbled upon a grave more than 2 meters deep, filled with severed arms, hands, and other human remains, dating back 6,000 years. Dubbed Pit Number 157, this site seems frozen in time, shrouded in an unfathomable event that remains largely unexplained. Specialists found that the bones displayed evident cut marks, indicating they had been severed using knives or stone axes. Disturbingly, remains of both children and adults showed signs of extreme violence, suggesting possible torture before their grisly disposal alongside the dismembered limbs. Various theories have surfaced, ranging from ancient warfare among Neolithic groups to brutal punishment of criminals, or even some form of sacrificial rite. However, no definitive evidence verifies any singular theory, leaving the mystery of Bermuda unresolved. This discovery has compelled archaeologists to revisit the level of brutality present in Neolithic Europe, highlighting a dark aspect often overlooked in human history. Beneath today's serene landscapes, chilling secrets from our past linger. A single grim pit of severed limbs serves as a severe reminder of humanity's historical darkness. In Galilee, Israel, lies the ancient city of Chorazin, a location steeped in one of the most enigmatic and contentious tales in the history of Western religion. Once a thriving agricultural center, Chorazin was renowned for its plentiful wheat fields and significant religious practices. However, its fate shifted dramatically when it became associated with a curse believed to have originated from Jesus. According to biblical accounts, Chorazin was among 3 towns, part of the Gospel Triangle, where Jesus performed miracles. Its residents, however, were skeptical of these events and rejected his teachings. Consequently, they faced a curse, ushering in a series of devastating earthquakes that ultimately forced inhabitants to flee, allowing nature to reclaim the land. The curse has left an enduring mark on local law, transforming Chorazin into a symbol of defiance against the sacred. Today, all that remains are silent ruins, vestiges of a once thriving community reduced to mere memory. Despite a lack of archaeological proof for any supernatural curse or Jesus's visit, the story of Chorazin persists, passed down through generations. This narrative serves as a cautionary tale about the choices people make regarding faith and miracles. Be it legend or reality, Chorazin stands as a deserted city, echoing mysteries that continue to baffle. In the early 1960s, as sexual abuse scandals erupted within the Catholic Church, the Vatican released a confidential document directed at bishops globally. This document laid out procedures for managing abuse allegations against priests while mandating strict confidentiality. Any breach of this confidentiality risked excommunication, a complete severance from the Catholic community. Following the guidance in this cover-up handbook, reporting and investigations were conducted in absolute secrecy. Victims were often silenced, and alleged abuses were relocated to new parishes without explanation, leaving many details buried within Vatican archives. It wasn't until 4 decades later, thanks to persistent lawyers and victims, that this document resurfaced, sparking worldwide outrage. The unveiling of the handbook for cover-ups ignited fierce discussions, with critics highlighting its role in maintaining a culture of silence that burdened countless victims. The Vatican has since claimed that the document merely aimed to protect the sanctity of confession. Nevertheless, criticism persists. Even today, the handbook for cover-ups remains an ongoing stain on the Catholic Church, a stark reminder that a focus on image must never overshadow truth, compassion, and justice for those harmed. In rural India, where oppressive summer heat prevails, locals have maintained a timeless tradition for cooling, using clay pots instead of modern air conditioning or electricity. With just a clay vessel and a water source, they can keep drinking water refreshingly cool even during peak summer. This method relies on natural evaporation, a technique passed down through generations. The numerous tiny pores in the clay allow water within to seep out slowly. As this moisture interacts with hot air, it evanesces, dissipating heat and leaving cool water inside. By strategically placing clay pots around their homes, families not only enjoy refreshing water but also help cool their living spaces, transforming them into havens during scorching afternoons. Beyond practicality, this approach is environmentally sound, as clay pots are crafted from natural materials, producing no waste or electricity demands. The artisanship required in creating each pot reflects the spirit and cultural identity of the local community. As climate change and energy issues gain prominence, the traditional cooling method of clay pots is being revisited as a sustainable, economical solution. Our ancestors left us more than merely survival techniques. They instilled values of creativity, adaptability, and respect for nature, lessons modern society should heed. Beneath the sprawling pyramid in the ancient city of Teotihuacan, Mexico, archaeologists made an intriguing discovery linked to rituals performed thousands of years ago. Within a complex system of tunnels, remnants of a partially charred bouquet were found, remarkably preserved after millennia in darkness. This finding illuminated one of the most sacred practices of ancient peoples, associated with fertility and good fortune. It's believed that women, infusing their hopes of motherhood, chose the most beautiful flowers. They ventured deep into the pyramid, set the bouquet ablaze, and offered their desires to the gods. The flames transformed the flowers into a mystical ritual, marrying fragrance with sacred air, forging an emotional bond rooted in reverence. The sight of this burned bouquet amid the pyramid's ruins offers more than physical evidence. It embodies humanity's enduring quest for life and spiritual connection. This discovery enriches our knowledge of ancient Central American customs, illustrating the profound faith shared by humans and the divine, and reminding us of our ancestors' aspirations. Theories surrounding extraterrestrial life have continuously intrigued both scientists and mystery seekers. Recently, two particular Martian stories have ignited speculation regarding the red planet's potential for hosting life. The first story began when an independent researcher claimed to have found worm-like and shrimp-like structures in images from NASA's Opportunity rover. He asserted these formations were living organisms and suggested they provided evidence of life on Mars. However, the scientific community dismissed his claims, attributing the perceived organisms to peculiar rock formations. Experts explain such interpretations result from pareidolia, a psychological inclination to recognize familiar patterns in randomness. NASA has remained reticent amid the confusion, leaving many unanswered questions for enthusiasts entangled in the mystery. Another incident involved a photograph depicting a crater shaped intriguingly like a creature's face, complete with exaggerated features. UFO enthusiasts dubbed it the face of an alien, speculating it was a remnant of extraterrestrial civilization. Yet, scientists reaffirmed this was a result of natural geological processes, such as erosion and meteor impacts, not evidence of intelligent design. NASA has reiterated that many Martian features undergo constant geological change, further asserting that identifying faces in these formations is another instance of pareidolia. Such narratives, despite lacking scientific validation, captivate the public. They not only encourage inquiry into life beyond our planet, but also showcase human creativity and the unquenchable thirst for discovery. Who knows, perhaps one day solid evidence will emerge, completely revolutionizing our comprehension of this vast universe. In the arid Tim Desert of northwestern China, archaeologists unearthed mummies dating back 3,500 years, unveiling one of the most peculiar tales of prehistoric human life. Beneath harsh sands and stark landscapes, scientists found not only remarkably preserved skeletal remains but also the planet's oldest cheese fragments. What shocked experts was not just the presence of cheese but the sophistication in its production techniques. Genetic analysis suggests that the cheese was naturally fermented, requiring no modern equipment or complex procedures, relying solely on ancient communities' knowledge of microbiology. This revelation showcases remarkable advancements in food processing, highlighting human creativity and adaptability in extreme environments. The presence of cheese within tombs hints at deep spiritual beliefs and daily practices. It served both as sustenance and an offering for an afterlife journey. Furthermore, This finding clues researchers into ancient cultural exchanges, illustrating that dairy processing techniques spread widely across Eurasia, linking various ancient civilizations. The discovery of mummies and cheese in the Tim Desert stands as a powerful testament to the ingenuity and resilience of ancient people, providing valuable insights into culinary history and early human culture. In Aylesbury, England, beneath quiet fields, lie the remnants of a Roman settlement established 2 millennia ago. Archaeological excavations gradually reveal a vibrant community once thriving in this area. The unearthed remains of a bustling residential zone alongside a vast cemetery transport us to the era when Romans first occupied this land, bringing their culture and intricate social systems. What makes this site extraordinary is the discovery of 425 skeletons in a nearly untouched cemetery. About 40 of these skeletons were headless, indicating either punishment for criminal activity or a distinct burial practice among this community, which is rare in Roman Britain. Many skeletons found contain skulls positioned between their legs or at their feet, hinting at unique customs. The cemetery's division into 2 areas may suggest diverse ethnicities or families residing within this community. Such classification possibly allowed groups to maintain their unique identities, highlighting the camp's development amidst migration and agricultural expansion. The settlement and cemetery at Aylesbury provide profound insights into Roman life, beliefs, and social diversity, while also raising unanswered questions. The silent skeletons beneath the earth bear witness, awaiting modern humans to decode and interconnect fragments of this once great civilization. For centuries, the Vatican has been enshrined in layers of mystery, secrets that remain largely unexplored. Behind fortified doors and miles of archives lie truths accessible only to a select few. Chief among these keepers is Archbishop Sergio Pagano, who dedicated 45 years to safeguarding every document within the Vatican's walls. In his book, Secret Sacredum, Pagano reveals stories long buried, recounting extraordinary events and providing insights into the Vatican's inner workings, previously only whispered in rumor. Among the most startling revelations includes the Vatican's financial ties with churches in the United States. When Pope Benedict XV passed in 1922, the Vatican faced a severe funding crisis that threatened the papal conclave. In response, an urgent plea was sent to the Vatican's Washington embassy. American churches rapidly mobilized, raising over $200,000, an amount instrumental in assisting the Vatican during its darkest hour. This financial lifeline allowed the conclave to proceed without hitches, resulting in the election of Pope Pius XI, marking a pivotal moment in Vatican-American relations. This connection transcended a singular event, establishing a lasting financial relationship that has profoundly influenced both parties over the past century. Under Pagano's care, these secrets not only remain preserved but have also gained visibility, illuminating how the Vatican has maintained influence through chaos. These startling revelations only enhance curiosity about what secrets lie within the vast archives of the Vatican. Each page may hold a story capable of altering human history. The elusive years of Jesus have captivated believers, scholars, and mystery enthusiasts for over 2,000 years. Strikingly, there's a significant gap of nearly 2 decades in the Bible. This spans from Jesus' age of 12 until he began his ministry at 30. This silence has sparked countless theories and legends that transcend religion. Many theorize that this missing period involved Jesus seeking knowledge and spiritual growth in distant lands. Some suggest he traveled to India to explore the profound philosophies of Himalayan sages and yogis, even meeting Buddhist monks in Nepal or Tibet. Western legends vividly depict young Jesus traversing to ancient Britain with his uncle, a merchant, where he supposedly studied under Druid priests in Glastonbury. The tales continue. One narrative claims Jesus ventured as far as Japan, living humbly as a philosopher, marrying, and leaving descendants in a secluded village. Locals there honor a tomb as a sacred site. Across the ocean, Native American folklore speaks of a white teacher who healed the sick, spoke multiple languages, and performed miracles, prompting imaginations linking Jesus to ancient cultures in the Andes and Central America. While each theory is unique, none provide solid historical evidence. These captivating stories thrive in oral tradition, folklore, and the romantic imaginations of generations. However, no archaeological finds or historical documents have convinced the scholarly world. Consequently, the enigmatic years of Jesus remain fascinating, like a legendary shroud enriched by each generation. In Peru's ancient pet cemeteries, recently uncovered beneath layers of time, archaeologists found sites exclusively for dogs. These cemeteries depict the profound bond between humans and pets thousands of years ago. They stretch beneath present-day Lima, linked to the vibrant Chidaya culture that thrived before Columbus. Many dogs were buried ceremoniously, wrapped in cloth, surrounded by toys, and laid to rest with blankets, as though meant to keep watch over their loved ones in the afterlife. This deep respect for dogs reveals their crucial role in ancient Peruvian life. They guarded homes, tended livestock like llamas, and offered companionship. However, not all tales here are peaceful. Some archaeological evidence hints at strange sacrificial rituals. In an underground tomb at Lima Zoo, many dog skeletons rested alongside human remains. While the human bones exhibited signs of violent deaths, the dogs appeared to have been strangled during a ceremony. Perhaps these sacrifices aimed to send their souls onward or seek favor in the afterlife, mingling native beliefs and pre-Columbian traditions. Scientists continue exploring the roots of Peru's ancient dogs, seeking genetic ties with existing native breeds. These cemeteries illustrate not just a civilization's history, but a touching tale of love and mysteries linking humans with their most loyal companions. As day fades on the Colorado Plateau cliffs, ancient hands have left strange cave paintings. These figures, with large round eyes and lacking limbs, contain an aura of the alien. Remarkably, such motifs appear not only in North America, but also across distant Siberia, preserving the same enigmatic images. Archaeologists label this as alien cave art due to their unfamiliar forms. Some researchers think these paintings depict gods, spirits, or supernatural beings once witnessed by ancient communities. For others, these extraterrestrial-looking images raise a bold question. Did humanity's ancestors encounter visitors from elsewhere, or perceive inexplicable phenomena? Astonishingly, paintings found thousands of miles apart share incredible similarity, regardless of their differing cultures and languages. This begs the question, was there a mysterious exchange between prehistoric civilizations, or do remnants of collective memories linger from ancient enigmatic events? Modern science has yet to unravel the secrets of this alien cave art, yet as one gazes into those wide, open eyes on the rock faces, a profound sense of longing emerges. In the vibrant core of modern London, the discovery of a stunning Roman mosaic has amazed archaeologists and citizens alike. This exquisite work once graced the dining room floor of a luxurious villa from 2,000 years ago, hidden beneath layers of earth and stone. The colors and patterns of the mosaic remain remarkably intact, akin to a silent nod from the city's glorious past. This artwork is remarkable not just for its craftsmanship, but is also the largest mosaic unearthed in London in half a century. The vivid designs and intricate small stones reveal the artistry of the Acanthus group, renowned Romans in mosaic creation. Observing closely, one can appreciate the diligence and ingenuity of artists who contributed to a villa, once a symbol of Roman prosperity in Londinium. The mosaic wasn't the only discovery. Archaeologists found several other treasures, from coins and jewelry to beautifully adorned hairpins. These artifacts vividly portray an era of grandeur, with banquets, music, and laughter illuminating the lives of Rome's elite. Although countless layers of dust have disappeared, remaining artworks continue narrating tales of a brilliant past where art and wealth intertwined underfoot. When we view the rock paintings of our predecessors, imagining the sensations felt by those original artists seems daunting. Thousands of years ago, during the Paleolithic period, humans ventured deep into untouched caves. They brought torches to light their way as they created mysterious images on stone walls. Recently, scientists made a remarkable discovery. This process altered their states of consciousness. As the torches burned, oxygen diminished within these confined spaces. Though ancient people lacked understanding of chemistry, they realized that long hours in caves led to a feeling of detachment from reality. Researchers term this hypoxia, and it may evoke warmth, euphoria, or unprecedented visions. It remains debated whether these experiences were sought or accidental. However, in this altered state, imagination flourished, compelling them to depict their visions on cave walls. These unique experiences and the harsh cave environment played a crucial role in shaping humanity's early artwork. From this emerged visuals of animals, hunting scenes, and spiritual symbols, reflecting daily life and the enigmatic psyche of ancient individuals. Each line etched on the rock serves as a historical fragment, demonstrating human intellect, illustrating the fusion of art and nature within the Earth's depths. In Sichuan, archaeologists have unearthed 6 sacrificial pits, yielding extraordinary artifacts from ancient China. This discovery unveiled golden masks, beautiful jade objects, and expertly crafted bronze statues, hinting at grand rituals performed by the ancient Shu civilization. Many golden masks featured peculiar shapes and patterns, suggesting they were placed underground during large sacrificial ceremonies. Experts believe these offerings were intended for the gods, serving as evidence of the Shu kingdom, prosperous along the Yangtze River, yet historically obscure. Intriguingly, no human remains were found at the site, raising questions about the ritual's nature. Some speculate that the Shu people may have cremated their sacrifices, placing ashes and treasures together. These masks and artifacts not only showcase outstanding artistry but also convey profound spiritual significance. Carefully shaped faces emanate a supernatural aura, potentially acting as a bridge between humans and the divine. The sacrificial pits at the Sanxing Dui site today stand as testaments to Shu civilization's wealth, while simultaneously beckoning inquiries into the spiritual complexities of ancient rituals. This enduring mystery continues to intrigue both researchers and history enthusiasts, inviting exploration into the supernatural practices of humans from millennia ago. Near the Welsh border, archaeologists have inadvertently located remnants of a Nazi prisoner of war camp dating back to World War II. This camp likely housed about 2,000 prisoners, forming a tiny community within wartime England. As historical foundations and artifacts emerge, a vivid depiction of life within the camp develops. Surprisingly, the camp provided relatively comfortable living conditions compared to typical wartime prison settings. The camp had electricity, hot water for daily use, and offered sports, musical performances, and even education for younger prisoners. The prisoners held opportunities to learn trades like carpentry, fostering a sense of community amidst the chaos of war. Yet, life in this camp wasn't devoid of tension. Archaeological evidence reveals episodes of violence and escape attempts. While life was more favorable than expected, underlying anxiety permeated daily activities. One intriguing find is the intact dog tag of a German soldier, offering clues about those who lived within the barbed wire. Ongoing excavations aim to reconstruct the realities faced by prisoners and guards, entangled in one of history's darkest conflicts. In the English countryside, a remarkable archaeological discovery reshapes our understanding of Iron Age military technology. The Enderby shield, the sole known shield crafted entirely from tree bark, dates back over 2,300 years. Unlike typical metal or solid wooden shields, the Enderby shield showcases ancient ingenuity and craftsmanship. This shield embodies deep knowledge of natural materials and imaginative artistry. Rather than using thick wood, ancient people preferred bark from various trees, like apple and birch, to form a sturdy foundation. The strips were bent and pressed tightly into a frame, bound with grass fibers and twigs for flexibility. The outer rim was reinforced with braided grass, beautifully enhancing its resilience over time. Red checkered patterns adorn the shield's face, reflecting the owner's pride and aesthetic sensibility. The handle, made from robust wood and thickly braided, safeguards the hand in battle while ensuring a secure grip. Initially, many questioned whether a bark shield could withstand real combat. However, modern analysis and experimental recreations reveal its capacity to endure fierce blows, showcasing the effective use of available materials. The Enderby shield epitomizes the ingenuity, creativity, and warrior spirit of ancient Britain. This unique artifact sends a message about humankind's diverse resourcefulness across history. On the Mediterranean's shores lie the ruins of Lepsius Magna, an ancient North African jewel. This city, once a Carthaginian pride, thrived as a bustling commercial hub under Roman rule. Its straight stone-paved streets, vast squares, and magnificent structures drew merchants from across the Mediterranean, fostering cultural exchanges. The city's history intertwines with countless conquests. After falling under Roman control, Lepsius Magna flourished, emerging as a model urban center with splendid baths and venues. However, its fortune waned as invading armies brought devastation. The Vandals, Byzantine Empire, and Arab conquests all marked its stones, echoing times of upheaval. What enhances Lepsius Magna's mystery is its fate in modernity. As European nations sought antiquities, many granite columns, reliefs, and architectural wonders were dismantled and sent to museums in England and France. This scattering fragmented the soul of the ancient city, leaving only ruins under the desert sun. For centuries, Lepsius Magna has conveyed a strange beauty, both desolate and contemplative. Every crumbling stone and broken column reveals tales of a once glorious civilization, now swept away by time's tide. Though much remains in ruins, Lepsius Magna stands as a vivid reminder of the fragility of once enduring achievements. Along the wild outer banks of North Carolina lies a mysterious shipwreck that surfaces periodically. This maritime tragedy, shrouded in time, stirs the curiosity of locals and archaeologists alike when the shifting sand reveals rotting timbers. While the identity of the vessel remains unconfirmed, many believe it to be the Metropolis, a passenger and cargo ship that sank in January 1878. The Metropolis was en route from Philadelphia to Brazil when disaster struck off North Carolina's coast. Of the 245 people on board, the catastrophic sinking caused the loss of 85 lives, marking one of the region's worst maritime disasters. This tragedy sparked outrage, prompting changes in coastal rescue operations that had long-lasting impacts. To date, the identity of the shipwreck remains a captivating puzzle. Each time it emerges after a storm, archaeologists reignite their investigations, analyzing historical documents and insurance records. Though a definitive answer eludes them, the shipwreck's story continues to symbolize maritime dangers and pivotal moments in America's history. The Aberdeen Witch Prison in Scotland. Deep within the ancient city of Aberdeen stands St. Mary's Chapel, a site bearing a hidden dark history. During the 16th and 17th centuries, amidst the fervor of witch hunts, fear transformed this holy place into a grim prison. Many women and some men accused of witchcraft were confined here, facing uncertain fates. A small iron ring embedded in the stone wall evokes memories of those haunting times when victims endured torture, despair, and awaited their grim ends. Accusations of witchcraft often stemmed from prejudice and fear. People were charged with practicing mysterious arts, causing misfortune, or defying societal norms. For these individuals, St. Mary's Chapel ceased to be a sanctuary. It became a final destination revealing the cruelty of medieval society in its most brutal aspects. Old records detail the financial costs of witch hunting, documenting expenses for wood to burn bodies and torture tools. Amidst the cold stone arches, women and men who were once mothers, daughters, and husbands faced death in chilling isolation. Many were publicly executed, burned alive before crowds as grim warnings to those who might challenge the beliefs of the time. Today, the chapel's remnants serve as a quiet reminder of this ruthless historical era. They emphasize the importance of compassion and justice in contemporary society. The image of the flying serpent in Egypt and Mesoamerica. In human history, a select few symbols appear consistently across vastly different civilizations, notably the winged serpent god. In ancient Egypt, deities like Isis were often depicted with broad wings, symbolizing protective power tied to the pharaoh's lineage. Similarly, in Mesoamerica, Quetzalcoatl, the feathered serpent god of the Aztecs, represented creation, rebirth, and wisdom. Remarkably, these two civilizations, separated by oceans with no evidence of contact, developed nearly identical divine imagery. Both Isis and Quetzalcoatl embody flying or feathered serpents, signifying harmony between heaven and earth and the divine and humanity. Rituals and legends of protection, creation, and destruction frequently place the winged serpent at the heart of their beliefs, creating myths that resonate across millennia. Scholars debate the flying serpent's significance. Some view it as a symbol of power, transformation, and rebirth. Wings elevate the serpent to a divine messenger. The deeper meanings behind this motif in ancient cultures remain mysterious. This puzzle raises questions about shared beliefs across history. The Minoans on Crete excelled in shipbuilding, with techniques still partly unknown. Over 3,500 years ago, they crafted sturdy ships for extensive voyages. Their blend of inherited knowledge and creativity drove their success. Valuable timber and a unique material made from linen and resin were utilized. Soaked linen pressed onto wooden hulls created watertight, resilient vessels. Experts compare their waterproofing to modern reinforced concrete. Minoan joinery techniques distinguished their ships. Wooden pieces fit snugly with pegs, eliminating iron nails and ensuring durability. Additional resin strengthened joints and hulls against seawater corrosion. Remarkably, these advanced techniques vanished after the Minoan decline. Only in the 20th century did engineers recognize their importance. Today, modern shipbuilding and aerospace borrow inspiration from Minoan innovations. Artifacts remain to showcase this civilization's maritime achievements. The Gate to Hades. Tucked away in the wild Mani Peninsula of southern Greece lies the ancient city of Tyneron, known as the Gate to Hades. Nestled among towering cliffs and persistent waves, this site was believed to serve as a passage into the underworld where Hades ruled, guiding souls to judgment. The ancient Greeks revered this land as a sacred place connecting the living and the dead, light and darkness. Legends tell of rituals performed at the seaside cave of Tyneron, deemed a place for the living to communicate with the departed, seeking guidance or expressing sorrow. Furthermore, it is said that Heracles traversed the gates of Hades to reclaim Cerberus, the three-headed dog, during his famed 12 labors. Not only did Tyneron serve as a place of worship for deities like Poseidon and Apollo, but it also held great significance for the Greeks. They believed that, after death, souls would journey through Hades, cross the river Styx, and ultimately be judged, destined for Elysium or condemned to Tartarus. Today, remnants of Tyneron have largely faded with time. The exact location of the famed cave continues to elude archaeologists and enthusiasts alike. Despite this mystery, The legend of the gate to Hades lingers, whispered among moss-covered cliffs and echoed by winds and waves on the Mani Peninsula. The secrets of this passage inspire generations seeking answers, ensuring Tyneron remains a sacred, enigmatic part of ancient Greek culture. The Chalk Horse in Oxfordshire. On the verdant hills of Oxfordshire, the Uffington White Horse stands as a cherished symbol recognized by generations. This ancient figure, a chalk outline of a horse, has existed for over 3 millennia. From afar, its elongated body, raised tail, and slender legs create the illusion of graceful movement across the hillside. This monumental figure, almost the size of a football field, was crafted by removing grass to expose the bright white chalk beneath, contrasting vividly against the lush English landscape. Remarkably, for 3,000 years, the image has remained largely intact, preserved through time. The secret lies in an ancient ritual that continues today. Each year, villagers gather with wooden mallets and buckets of water to renew the white horse. Together, they clear away the grass, replenish the chalk, and maintain a connection between past and present. This cultural tradition symbolizes community, unity, and pride in a shared heritage. As for its origins, archaeologists speculate that ancient Celts may have created the horse, renowned for their artistry and bond with nature. Some theories suggest the horse holds deeper significance in Celtic art, symbolizing strength, freedom, and the sun god's majestic journey across the sky. Today, the Uffington White Horse endures, showing the resilience of tradition and love for one's homeland. This symbol reflects enduring spiritual values tied to the land and sky. In New Zealand's Kaimai Forest, a monumental stone wall captivates all who see it. Concealed in the wild, it resembles a remnant of a lost city, evoking awe and wonder. Much of the wall remains buried, hinting at a structure far larger. Some suggest it predates recorded New Zealand history, as Maori legends claim settlement about 800 years ago. Surveys indicate the wall may be over 2,000 years old. This has sparked intense debate among archaeologists, historians, and the Maori community about ancient civilization, identity, and pride. Some theories assert these colossal stones are remnants of a pre-Polynesian civilization that left a remarkable mark on the landscape. Some even suggest advanced techniques were used to transport and assemble the massive stones, perhaps even employing early electrical technology. If true, this could indicate a level of knowledge far exceeding our current understanding. On the other hand, geologists argue these massive stones formed naturally through geological changes over countless years. Geologist Philip Andrews suggests this formation is the outcome of volcanic activity creating cracks resembling man-made structures. Thus, debates regarding their origins remain speculative. To this day, the giant wall within New Zealand's ancient forests is an unsolved enigma. Amidst nature's grandeur, it challenges human curiosity and opens discussions about our ancient ancestors' achievements. Whether it is a human-made wonder or a natural marvel, this structure drives ongoing research into its mysteries, an enduring element in the fabric of our history. The terraces of Murray, Peru, are unique archaeological wonders in the Inca's Sacred Valley. They appear as immense circular bowls, descending inward. More than city remnants, Murray showcases the Incas' agricultural ingenuity. Remarkably, these terraces exhibit a temperature variation of 15 degrees Celsius, enabling diverse crop cultivation, akin to an ancient laboratory. Even today, Murray reveals that the Inca transported soil from various regions for agricultural experimentation. They created microclimates to control sunlight, temperature, and humidity, optimizing crop growth across their empire. This site contributed to essential crops like corn and potatoes. However, many secrets of Murray remain. Scholars still seek to comprehend the full extent of the Incas' agricultural brilliance. Murray is a testament to a forward-thinking civilization, reflecting remarkable accomplishments before the Incas' decline. Human body size has adapted to climate changes. The exploration into our ancestors evokes profound questions about human evolution. Recently, scientists studied over 300 ancient human fossils from various regions, seeking to explain the diversity in body shapes and brain sizes. Their findings revealed a fascinating connection between environment and human development over hundreds of thousands of years. Analysis showed that humans in colder regions typically had larger bodies than those inhabiting warmer climates. A robust physique helped retain heat and endure cold environments, particularly when food sources became scarce. This mirrors principles observed among polar animals, where every gram of fat aids survival against harsh temperatures. However, the study uncovered more. Fossils from open, predator-rich environments, like African savannas, exhibited well-developed brains in ancient humans. Constant changes in food supply required cooperation, planning, and adaptability to nature's unpredictable challenges, driving rapid intellectual growth among our ancestors, thereby sparking creativity and innovation. Researchers discovered that living conditions shaped not only physical appearance but also brain structure and size. Colder climates demanded stronger bodies for survival, while expansive grasslands required sharper intellect for hunting and social cooperation. Each climatic shift propelled humanity to adapt in order to thrive. The tale of human evolution transcends mere passage of time. It's a journey of challenge and transformation as our ancestors navigated their environment. The fossils scattered across the landscape serve as powerful reminders of resilience and adaptability, echoing the spirit of our forebears regardless of changing climates and surroundings. If these captivating tales intrigue you, share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our next discoveries. See you in the next video.